I really love pizza, but unfortunately, it's very high in calories and fat. And when I started my transformation, I came up with a new pizza recipe. And I've given up regular pizza for good. My new pizza recipe is rich in protein, healthy fats, and carbs. And it's also very low in calories. And thanks to this pizza, I lost 150 pounds.
Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today there will be magic.
For this pizza recipe, we're gonna need some chicken breast. I'm gonna be using a blender for the chicken breast, but if you don't have a blender handy, you can just buy regular ground chicken. Just make sure it's lean. First, you need to trim the excess fat off the breast. Then, cut it into small pieces. You'll need exactly 350 grams of chicken breast. For me, the most important thing during my body transformation was to have meals with a lot of protein, minimal fat, and low carbs. I always ate my carbs in the first half of the day, but this pizza, you can even eat it right before bed. Next, I put the blender on the scale and weigh out exactly 350 grams of chicken breast. Then I add exactly 1 egg. Next, I'm adding rice flour, exactly 40 grams. But if you don't want to use rice flour, you can add oat flour, or, some other kind. But I recommend either rice or oat flour. Then I add salt to taste. I'm not a big fan of salt, so I just add a little. You know why I don't add a lot of salt? Because salt makes your body retain water. That's why I don't eat a lot of it. I blend all the ingredients I put in the blender for exactly 1 minute. The mixture should be very finely ground. Next, I take a baking sheet. It can be round or rectangular, it doesn't matter. And I add some cooking spray. Then, wet your hands with water and spread the mixture out onto the baking sheet. The shape of your pizza when making pizza at home or elsewhere can be either round or square, and that's not really too significant or crucial. The most important thing is that it's very thin. Once your pizza crust is ready, you're going to carefully put it in your preheated oven at exactly 350 degrees. And we cook it in the oven for exactly 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, the pizza crust is ready. Then I add ketchup, exactly 40 grams. You can add a little more, that's fine. And you need to spread it well over the crust with a spoon. I also need exactly 1 tomato. And we're going to chop it into small pieces. You can also slice it into rounds. After I've sliced the tomatoes, I put them on the pizza. The tomatoes add flavor to the pizza, making it juicier, so we're adding plenty of them. Right now, I'm showing you my classic recipe, but you can also get creative and add whatever you'd like to your pizza. But the most important thing is that the ingredients are diet friendly. My next topping is my favorite, mushrooms. You need to chop them very finely. You can use 100 grams or 200, you can add more. That's fine. They're very low in calories. Personally, I really love mushrooms, so I always put a lot of them on my pizza. But before putting the mushrooms on the pizza, you need to saute them a bit. I add a little olive oil and saute the mushrooms on low heat for about 10 minutes. So why do I cook the mushrooms in the pan for 10 minutes? Because when I put the pizza back in the oven, it's only for a short period of 10 minutes. If I put the mushrooms on raw, they simply won't cook through properly and will still be left raw. Ten minutes have passed, the mushrooms are almost ready. I'm putting them on the pizza. It's not a whole lot of mushrooms. You could definitely use more, but this was enough. I'm carefully spreading the mushrooms all over the pizza. And now for the most important ingredient I add to the pizza, mozzarella, my favorite cheese. Mozzarella cheese is very low in fat, which is why I love it and chose this specific kind. I'm adding exactly 70 grams of cheese. My pizza's almost ready, but now for the final step. I'm putting it in the oven for exactly 10 minutes. The temperature is also 350 degrees. Ten minutes have passed, and now my pizza is just ready. The aroma is amazing. Just look at how absolutely stunningly beautiful and delicious my homemade pizza turned out. Isn't it amazing? And the aroma from this pizza has filled my entire kitchen. Friends, just imagine that this pizza is made without adding any regular flour. This pizza only has healthy ingredients: chicken breast, tomato, rice, egg, mushrooms, cheese. My pizza turned out very delicious and, most importantly, healthy. And it has a lot of protein, healthy fats, and practically no carbohydrates. And this pizza is very low calorie. You can even eat it before bed. If you liked my pizza recipe, don't forget to give it a like. And also, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already.
Bellissimo.